Let us begin with the new chapter, Lines and Angles, Transversal, Interior Angles and Exterior Angles. To understand this topic, basically I need three lines. So observe properly how the three lines I am taking. Consider this as the first line. Let this be the second line. Now I am taking one more line, that is the third line, which falls on these two straight lines. So such line which falls on two straight lines and intersect them in two distinct points is called as a transversal. So if you observe this properly, this is line L over here, let me say. So this line L can be called as a transversal because line L intersects line M and line N in two distinct points. Now note that it is not compulsory that transversal intersects only two straight lines. A transversal can also intersect two or more straight lines. Say for example, if I have three straight lines like this and if I draw one more line, so I can clearly see that this line intersects three straight lines in three distinct points. Then also this line can be called as a transversal. Even if I have four straight lines, then also I can call this line as a transversal. So minimum I need three lines. How three lines? Where there would be two straight lines and one straight line will fall on these two straight lines. And that line which falls is called as a transversal. Okay. So here what you have to remember is line L is the transversal. Because of the transversal intersecting two straight lines, some angles are formed. They are interior angles and exterior angles. Now total, when a transversal intersects straight lines, 8 angles are formed. So total, that is in all, 8 angles are formed. Now let me tell you how 8 angles are formed, out of which they are further divided into 4 interior angles and 4 exterior angles. Now, when this line L intersects line M and line N, if I observe properly interior angles over here, the angles that are lying inside line M and N, so let me name them. So this is the first angle I can say. Let me name this as angle 1, which forms inside. Then again one more angle over here is forming. This is the second angle I can say. So this angle is, let's say, angle 2. Again if I observe properly inside line N, this is angle 3 I can say. And let me name this as angle 4. So I can clearly see there are 4 interior angles formed over here. Similarly, if I consider the angles outside, that is outside line M and outside line N, so here are some angles that are formed outside. So I can clearly see there is one angle formed over here. Let me name this as angle 5 now because I have already written up to 4. So this is angle 5 like this. Then towards the right, one more angle is formed on this side. I can name this as angle 6 over here. Similarly, if I go to the bottom directly below line N, this is also exterior, that is outside line N. I can consider this angle over here as angle 7 and the last one over here, that is the angle 8. So you can clearly see there are 8 angles formed, out of which 4 are interior angles and 4 are exterior angles. So whenever a transversal intersects two lines, always 8 angles will be formed, out of which 4 angles will be exterior angles and 4 angles will be interior angles. Let us move on to the new topic. Alternate interior angles and alternate exterior angles. Basically, this type of angles are alternate angles. And alternate angles are of two types, alternate interior angles and second type is alternate exterior angles. So again I need three lines first of all, that is two straight lines and one transversal. So this is the first straight line, this is the second straight line, here is a transversal. Now alternate interior angles they are talking about, so I have to concentrate only on the interior angles. So let me mark the interior angles over here. This is the first interior angle, this is the second interior angle, This is the third interior angle. This is the fourth interior angle. What I can do is I can name them. Let me number them. I can say, let this be 1, angle 1. This is angle 2. This is angle 3. And this is angle 4. Now alternate interior angles. Let us concentrate only on these 4 angles as of now because they are talking only about the interior angles. Then we will come to alternate exterior angles where we will see only exterior angles. So alternate interior angles, basically these angles are all in pair. Pair means 2. So alternate interior angles are angle 1 and angle 3. So angle 1 and angle 3 are first pair of alternate interior angles. That is angle 1 over here and angle 3. So 1 and 3 are said to be alternate interior angles. So whenever there is a Z formation, you can remember it this way. Whenever there is a Z formation, we get alternate angles like this. If this is the angle, then its alternate angle will be over here. So you can clearly see there is a Z formation over here. Just keep an eye on my pen. See this 1 and 3. 1 and 3. Can you clearly see? There is a Z formation over here. So if I observe 2 and 4, 2 and 4 also form second pair of alternate interior angles. So angle 2 and angle 4 are also alternate interior angles. There is a reverse Z over there if you observe properly. So there is a reverse Z. Again observe the pen like this. This is 2. Then this is 4. This direction. So 2, 4. Again 2, 4. So 2 and 4 are, so 2 is over here like this and 4 is like this down over here. They are again alternate interior angles. So alternate interior angles, what you can remember is there is a Z formation, Z alphabet formation, and such pair of angles are called as alternate interior angles when the transversal intersects two lines. Alternate exterior angles are very similar to alternate interior angles. Only these angles will be paired outside. For that again I need two straight lines. This is the first straight line. This is the second straight line. One transversal. Now let me concentrate on exterior angles. Name these angles exterior. That is this angle over here is angle 5. This angle I can name this as angle 6. Note I am taking just the exterior angles because we are talking about alternate exterior angles. This is 7. Let me consider this as 8. Again I have to pair alternate exterior angles. 5 is going to be paired with 7. 5 and 7 cross. This will be paired, that is angle 5 and angle 7 forms, angle 5 and angle 7 forms alternate exterior angle. Second pair will be angle 6 along with angle 8. So 6 and 8 is second pair of alternate exterior angles. So 6 and angle 8. So these are alternate interior angles and alternate exterior angles. They are always taken in pair. Now let us move on to the new type, corresponding angles. Again the same procedure will be repeated. I need 3 lines, 2 straight lines like this, one transversal falling on it. Now to understand corresponding angles are not categorized into corresponding interior and corresponding exterior. First of all, 8 angles are formed due to the transversal. So let me mark them one by one. I'm just marking 1, 2, 3, 4, say 5. You can take numbering anywhere. You can name any angle as the first angle, second angle, 8th angle, 7th angle. That doesn't matter actually. So this is the way we have named as of now. Now I want to consider corresponding angles. So again there is a trick to remember corresponding angles. Corresponding angles have a formation of F. They have a formation of F. That is the angles that lie exactly below the other. The angles that lie exactly below the other are said to be corresponding angles. So if this angle is the first angle, then its corresponding angle will lie down over here. If this angle is the first angle, then its corresponding angle will lie down over here. So if I consider this F over here, just see properly. there is F over here. So I can clearly see angle 2 is made and angle 6 is made because of this F formation. So I can say that angle 2 and angle 6 is the first pair of corresponding angles. So angle 2 and angle 6 form corresponding angles. Similarly, if I take F like this, then also these two angles will be considered as the corresponding angles. So let me take the reverse F over here. So let me take a reverse F over here. So reverse F will be like this. Just concentrate on the blue lines. So here it is. This is the reverse F I'm talking about, due to which angle 1 and angle 5 is formed. So what can I say now? I can say that the second pair is angle 1 and angle 5. So angle 1 and angle 5 form second pair of corresponding angles. So are these the only pairs? No. Now what I can do is I can take inverted F as well. Observe this properly. I can take one inverted F. Just see carefully, inverted F. So if I take this line and I'm drawing it like this. So can you see this inverted F over here? So I can say that this angle 4 formed over here and angle 8 formed over here are again said to be corresponding angles. That means angle 4, angle 8 are corresponding angles. And finally, inverted F towards the right side. This angle 7 over here and this angle 3 over here. They also form a pair of corresponding angles. So angle 7 and angle 3 are also corresponding angles. We got four pairs of corresponding angles. So four pairs of corresponding angles means total there are 8 angles.